Hunter Biden is my favorite person in the country right now. I'm serious. Hunter Biden is my favorite person who is residing in the United States of America, because if there are two things that are going to cause Joe Biden to lose the election in 2024, the first thing is going to be the radical evil trans ideology that even Democrat parents and liberals don't want forced on their kids. And the second thing is going to be Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden is such an enormous liability to the left that they know Hunter Biden's corruption, whether it's in his personal life, whether it's with Navy Joan, what's her fake last name, Roberts, Navy Joan Biden, Hunter's daughter with a stripper and Joe Biden's 7th grandchild, whether it's his personal corruption, whether it's his drug habits and his really degenerate behavior that we all saw him videotaping on the laptop that he left at the repair shop, or whether it's him selling out the United States of America, selling access to the vice president of the United States, his father at the time, in exchange for millions and millions and millions of dollars. The left knows that people don't like that nobody likes corruption. This is actually the one thing that Democrats and Republicans, I'm not talking about politicians because all politicians like corruption, but voters, Democrat voters and Republican voters, both do not like corruption. Hunter Biden embodies corruption. This is why, by the way, back in 2020, the FBI, at the behest of the left, the swamp creatures, the deep state, and the administrative state, the FBI told big tech to censor the Hunter Biden laptop story. Why? Because they knew it was a bigger threat to Joe Biden than anything else. They knew it would change people's mind. Hunter Biden is my favorite person in the country right now because he is the one person who is actually able to expose the depth of corruption, the depth of degeneracy of the Biden administration. Everything else. And I love all the journalists and all the commentators and everyone who's accurately saying, well, what Biden is doing in Ukraine is bad. He's giving away our money, devaluing our dollar, causing inflation, causing gas prices to rise and food prices to rise. All that's entirely true. Entirely true. I appreciate the people that are like, the Biden administration's propagating critical race theory in boardrooms across the country. They're pushing abortion with no restrictions up through the moment of birth. All of that's totally true, and I appreciate that activism. But nobody except Hunter Biden has exposed to a wider audience exactly how degenerate the Biden administration really is. Yesterday in Congress, Hunter Biden's former business partner, Devon Archer has a really funny swamp-like connection, not just being Hunter Biden's former business partner, but being former business partners with John Kerry's stepson. Like, oh, what a tangled web we weave in the swamp, times 100. Devon Archer testified in front of the House Oversight Committee in Congress. This is a video of him arriving at Congress. And look at this guy. Look at the look on this guy's face when he walks in. He's pretty happy for a guy who's in the hot seat. Smiling. He's smiling walking into the Capitol. What a slimy little guy. And yet, I also appreciate him because what did he tell the House Oversight Committee? He told the House Oversight Committee that Hunter Biden, he confirmed the reports that we'd already heard. He confirmed that Hunter put Joe Biden on the phone over 20 times during business meetings and business associations when Hunter Biden was, of course, selling influence. And the funniest thing about all of this, we knew this, right? We knew that this was obvious from the beginning. As soon as we heard that Hunter Biden was sitting on the board of Burisma, an energy company in Ukraine, and we're like, Hunter? What does Hunter know about the energy industry? As soon as we heard that, we knew that Hunter Biden was being paid by corrupt oligarchs in the Ukraine to have access to the Obama administration at the time, where Joe Biden was vice president. We knew that. As soon as we heard that Hunter Biden accompanied Joe Biden to China when Joe was vice president on Air Force Two, as soon as we heard that he accompanied Joe, we were like, yeah, that tracks when Hunter Biden was able to secure a $1.5 billion equity deal with an entity tied to the Chinese Communist Party. And then, as if by magic, Joe Biden's position on China, meaning his position on trade, his position on the military buildup the Chinese communists are engaging in the South China Sea, all of this just softened. Joe Biden's position softened. What a coincidence. Not a coincidence at all. We knew all of this. We also knew that Joe Biden was lying when he's told us over and over again that I had nothing to do with Hunter Biden's business deals. Yeah, right. You are the reason that Hunter Biden makes business deals. You are Hunter Biden's business deals. You don't have to do anything to be involved in Hunter Biden's business deals. The fact that Hunter Biden is your son, that he has access to you, and that you can be put on the phone during his business meetings, that is the value that you bring to the business. That is you being involved in Hunter Biden's business. And yet the Democrats, in the face of this revelation in Congress by Hunter's former business partner, Devon Archer, the Democrats are very obviously moving the goalposts. So Democrats are hilarious. They realize that the Bidens have been caught in a lie. At first, Joe Biden said, "I've never spoken to my son about any of his business dealings." And he repeats this on the campaign trail in 2019 specifically, before, of course, the Hunter Biden laptop was made public. Then Karine Jean-Pierre, the press secretary at the White House, she started this evolution of the talking points the Democrats have agreed on last week when she said, Hunter Biden and Joe Biden have never done business. Oh, okay, so now you're using a technical legal term. Like, were they legally business partners? Were they? Well, of course they weren't. That's not necessary to achieve Hunter's goals here. Joe can ostensibly keep his hands clean and dry, while Hunter Biden still manages to make a lot of money off of him. In fact, I want to show you this tweet before I show you the video of the Democrats changing their narrative. This is a tweet from Larry O'Connor. He said, "Understand this. Hunter getting Joe on speakerphone was the deliverable. It literally doesn't matter what was discussed. Showing that he could get the vice president of the United States on the phone was all Hunter had to do to show his clients to seal the deal. He was selling access, not policy. Getting the big guy to pick up the phone demonstrated his ability to deliver that access. Case closed, impeach." Larry's 100% right, which is why it's funny to see the Democrats changing the goalposts here. In fact, Congressman Daniel Goldman, he's a Democrat who is on the House Oversight Committee. He heard this testimony from Hunter's former business partner, Devon Archer, and his explanation to the press about why it's totally fine that Joe Biden talked 20 different times to Hunter Biden's business partners on speakerphone, his explanation is hilarious. Listen to this.
Doesn't that contradict the president's statement saying that he never talked to any of Hunter Biden's business associates? Clearly he talked, whether it's about the weather or whatever, but he said specifically that he's never talked to them. Doesn't this contradict them?
I don't know what his comment is, and if we're gonna, well, I don't think that's what he said. He never said that he has never spoken to anyone. He said that he had nothing to do with Hunter Biden's business dealings. If he says hello to someone that he sees his son with, is he supposed to say, "Hi, son"? Oh, no, I'm not going to say hello to the other people at the table or the other people on the phone. It's kind of a preposterous premise to think that a father should not say hello to people that the son is at dinner with, and that is literally all the evidence is.
Was this like a party trick that Hunter Biden used to impress the people he was with?
This is so hilarious. That's the most hilarious clip that I've seen all week. Hi guys, it's Liz Wheeler. Don't forget to watch my show, The Liz Wheeler Show, every night at 7 p.m. on the First TV. You can download the free First TV app, or you can visit thefirsttv.com/Liz and start watching today.